Hi, welcome to the Lucky Sheep wool sleeping bag, the first lightweight wool sleeping bag on the market made specifically for backpacking. You might think you might have heard that wool is too heavy for backpacking. Well, the thing is Lucky Sheep has designed a sleeping bag that is lightweight. The Rewilder is 4 pounds, goes down to 20 degrees, and will keep you warm and dry, and just like any other sleeping bag, only even better because wool keeps you dry right near your body, because wool is very hydrophobic. It's the most hydrophobic fiber there is, and that's why it makes such a great sleeping bag. So you might be familiar with wool socks and a wool base layer like merino wool. And so, like, if wool works so well for socks and a base layer and things like hats and mittens, then why wouldn't wool work great for a sleeping bag? So actually it does. And we had to use some design. We had to tweak the design so that we could get it lightweight enough and small enough to fit into a backpack. And so this is how big it is. It's about, when it's compressed, it's about 11 inches by 11 inches, and the one that goes to 20 degrees. We also have one that goes to 5 degrees that's slightly bigger and about a pound heavier. And so I'm going to show you how the Lucky Sheep wool sleeping bag works. Okay, so the first thing about this is that it has a cotton shell, so the shell is cotton, and the liner in the inside is merino, 100% merino wool. And the cotton shell, you might think, oh, cotton, that's bad. Everything's bad because you're not supposed to use cotton in outdoor gear because it absorbs water, makes you cold, you get frostbite and hypothermia. So yeah, but the thing is that this wax, the Lucky Sheep cotton, we actually treat it with beeswax, so it's actually water repellent beeswax, organic beeswax treated cotton, which is really amazing. It also has shungite powder and amethyst powder actually in it, so it's actually a somewhat radiation absorbing and reflects infrared heat back to your body. Okay, so here, this is what, there's a whole bunch of things here that I'm going to point out, the features. So when it's warm weather, there's not insulation. This part from here to here there's no insulation here on either side, and that's the part that actually goes underneath you. So it has a full zipper, so you zip it up and you put the zipper underneath you. You lay there where there's no insulation for 10 inches, and that's actually what makes it so light. And then, and the thing is that sounds a little weird, but it's just like the new quilts that are out on the market now, and it works really well. So if you haven't tried it, you'll be surprised to see how well it works. And it also has a full zipper. And but you don't have to use the zipper. You can not use the zipper. In warmer weather, you don't use the zipper. You just throw it over you, and don't use the zipper. Just have it drape over you like this, and you can stick a leg out. You can throw it off you, throw it on you, to regulate your temperature in the warmer weather. And then in the colder weather, you this is how you work in the most, to make it go down to its maximum temperature rating. This is what you would do. So there's a foot area here with a cinch, and a little plug here. You'll see what that's for. And so I'm going to zip it up, and so you zip it up. And then after you zip it a little bit, then you cinch this the foot box area. You push the plug in, and you cinch this up. And so now you have a closed foot box area. Okay, and then you get in it. Okay, so you stick your feet in there, and then you finish zipping it up. And what you can do, you can kind of place the zipper to the side and zip it up like this. The zipper's on the inside, which will allow you to be able to get in and out of it easier. Okay, so you zip it up. Okay, so then after you do that, you just simply twist it around like this, and put the zipper on the underneath side, and then you pull it over. Okay, now this is maximum warmth. Okay, and then you can use your stuff sack with extra clothes in it for a pillow. So you can leave your head out like this, like most people do, and when they're in sleeping bags. But if you want to add an extra 10 degrees of warmth, so like if it's like say 25 degrees, let's just say it's like if you're like this and it was 25 degrees, if you do what I'm about to show you, you could go down to 15 degrees. Because the reason why is because it's called the breathe in the bag technique, where you actually breathe in the bag and your breath doesn't have to be rewarmed by your body, and that conserves heat. So, and you can only do that with wool. You can't do it with down or synthetic sleeping bags, because if you try it with those, you'll find you actually get colder because the water will collect and condense and not wick its way out. But in wool, the moisture from your breath will actually wick its way out and go out, and you'll be warm and dry at the same time, even though you're breathing in the bag. So, okay, here it goes. I'm gonna go inside. You won't be able to hear me, but I'm just gonna show you how it works. And this little flap here, there's a little flap here that you throw over the top, and that kind of closes the opening, so air doesn't come inside. And there's also a cinch right here, a cinch that you close up. So I'm gonna go in there. You won't be able to hear me, and I'm gonna show you how to seal it up. It's like it's a true mummy bag because you're disappearing inside it. Okay, here I go. Okay, that was fun. It was very warm. Okay, now the thing is, like, you might think, oh, I'm never gonna do that because I would like suffocate and I would just feel so claustrophobic in there. Well, you would in the warm weather, but when it's cold, I mean, you'll do anything to be warm, and it's pretty amazing because it's actually very relaxing because you're in there and you know, you're just so comfortable. It's almost like you're in a building, even though you're just in your sleeping bag, because you just feel completely protected. And also that wool breathes, like air comes through it. So it's not like other materials where you might not get enough oxygen, but with wool, enough air comes through it, and a little bit comes through the top there. And and you can adjust it according to your comfort level. You can either have it, you know, be full, you can have it a little bit open or completely closed, or your head stuck out, or unzip the whole bag and have it just barely draped over you with your legs sticking out. You know, it goes through a huge range of conditions, and you can suit your mood and the weather conditions and the temperature at the time and everything like that. So I'm gonna pack it up. Oh, I'm gonna show you some more features. Okay, so when you're at camp, and you're kind of sitting around in your tent or around the campfire, you can use it like a little cloak. There's 2 tabs here and a clip here, and you can throw it around. You can throw it around like a cape and clip it up, and and it'll stay on. And this is great because when you're sitting around camp or something, that's when you really need some extra warmth, and so you get a whole lot of use out of this one piece of gear. And you can even walk down the trail with it if it's like you wake up and it's really cold in the morning for a little while. You might want to warm up this way. Okay, and then let's see what else. Okay, so I'm gonna pack it in the stuff sack for you and just show you how it works in the stuff sack. It's just basically more like another sleeping bag than not. It's very much the standard thing with, you just stuff it in your stuff sack. You start with with the bottom of the sleeping bag, and you grab it on both sides and you push it down into the very bottom of the bag, and then you grab both sides and you push that. You keep grabbing pieces and pushing it in, and layer it until you get near back to the top of the bag. Keep the merino side inside. It's the outside shell is stronger, so keep the merino always on the inside. And all right, so there we have it. It's in the stuff sack, and I'll push it way down in there so that I can strap it up and stick it in my backpack. So this is how big it is. And then we have compression straps, and so you can push it down with your knee. Just get it as little as you can, and it'll spring back. Wool is very resilient, and wool actually gets stronger with time. So unlike other materials that are subject to entropy, wool actually gets stronger with time because it becomes, I won't explain that. All right, so you put the other strap on, push it down with your knee. Ready to rock and roll.